Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Poke's channel on the Guitar Leader System. This is such a nice guitar. It's got just great action. It's an older one made in Korea. I'm not sure if it's made in the 90s or the early 2000s, but it just really has the vibe. It's not easy to find a great J6, especially a great J6X or S. I mean, it's meant to say S. This one's got this kind of aged, blonde, like an old Gibson L5 color. Beautiful flame back, really good, patterns, what's called soaking patterns on the top, which is a sideways grain that shows a good species of wood. Really nice flame on the side, and it just sounds unbelievable. And it's one of those guitars where you hold it and play it, and you just kind of shake your head like, man, the quality just really jumps out. This is a lot of guitar for the money, but a lot of J6s are kind of average, This one reminds me a lot. Just unbelievable setup. And I'm using an old solid state amp that was, I paid I think 150, 175 bucks for. Even the back pickup sounds really good, which is kind of an acid test. And I hardly have any volume, like I always say. I try to be a good neighbor, I hardly have any volume going on this amp here. But I just wanted to show this again. I've had, a few people interested. I am really in no big rush to sell this one, I'll tell you. Hear how musical that sounds. That's diminished, by the way. I love the diminished sequences. Yeah, this one has a really nice. That's actually cycle 1 in the guitar ladder system from the book. There's two study number 1s in the guitar ladder system. One of them is this one. If you want a sample of the guitar ladder system, send me an email, stevezook7@yahoo.com or pokesoo@gmail.com. Steve Zook and then the number 7, not spelled out 7. But yeah, you can hear this. It's just a very musical sounding. Reminds me of a really nice old Gibson L5. I really love this guitar a lot, and it's just gorgeous. Like you play it, it's got the aged binding. That's why and the way that the guitar has aged, and that kind of golden. I almost bought a '50s Gibson L5 once. It was kind of the same color as this, but anyway, as you can see, it's just a gorgeous guitar. It's just got a great setup. It's really got an easy to play low action. Some might even want to raise it up a little bit, but it plays just great. As you can hear. I love those chords together. But anyway, it comes with a hard case. It was 150 bucks. Cases aren't cheap for. But I'll sell this guitar for $649. I don't want to argue price. I think I drove 2.5 hours to get it. So I got my I don't make much on this stuff, folks, but I just love chasing great guitars and turning people on to great guitars. And it's a lot of guitar for $649. Yes, you have to pay some shipping. This is augmented. 1/8 like Pat Martino. I haven't even touched the guitar today, so I'm pretty cold. I mean, I hardly have any volume. I have this like at bedroom quality, and you can still hear the... I love when I'm playing this guitar, you just look down, you see the kind of yellow binding and the kind of golden blonde color of the guitar. This is, and I love how it sounds too. I play this guitar a lot, even just unplugged. And I don't have, like I said, I'm just using an $80 Zoom Q3 with super small cheap mics, nothing sophisticated. I kind of like having just a little bit of volume. And then there's, you know, you can kind of come up a little bit. Anyway, it's just a great guitar. $649. I'm not in the mood to argue price. I work hard to find great guitars. I drive, you know, I think I drove 2 or 2.5 hours to get this one. Had to get a case as well, which was 150 or 160, something like that. I don't make much on this stuff, folks, but you know. Really a nice guitar. And again, the back pickup sounds really sweet too. Like I said, I'm cold as ice right now, so it's kind of frustrating. But I basically just want to show the sound again. Sweet guitar. This is actually the second time I've had this guitar. I probably should be keeping it, right? But I own a lot of guitars, and at some point you have to just say no, but it sure is hard. But yeah, this one has some real nice of the cross silking patterns, and even some kind of little hints of almost like a bear claw thing or something. Just it's very subtle, but I can see little waves of figured wood going this way. It's very subtle, but this is a really good wood on this guitar. And like I said, the setup on this guitar is just absolutely beautiful. Sounds. I don't normally play a lot of stuff with 2 pickups. Here's with both pickups. But this sound on the such a nice guitar. I've played a lot of boxes. I mean, you could order some guitar for thousands of dollars. You're not going to get the same tone as this, because this is, like I said, it's an older one. It's either made in the 90s or made in the early 2000s. But I just love this kind of, aged, blonde look. It's just so beautiful, and it just plays really good. It's got plenty of life left in it. It's got a nice low action setup. I think 11s are on it right now, but this is really a nice guitar. And I'm not trying to oversell it. I don't really need to sell it. Actually, I don't need to sell anything right now. But I love chasing great guitars. I like turning people on to great stuff, and stuff that has the vibe and the mojo and the magic. Credibility. I've got 100% positive feedback on eBay. Lots of positive feedback on Reverb. Got a very strong internet presence on my Pokesue channel on YouTube. You can read my original CD review at Vintage Guitar Magazine online. Just go to vintageguitar.com, put in Steve Zook. The great writer is Mr. Stephen Stone, who's an engineer and collector and musician. Even says he's bought 3 or 4 guitars for me. I'm a good guy to buy from, guys, because I know what I'm doing. That's that simple. I really know guitars. I've been playing since I was 7. I'm 67. I've been buying and selling over 30 years, and I know the great guitars from the average ones. And to find the good ones is not easy. Believe me, it's not easy. But this one is sweet. It just has such a gorgeous tone, man. Hear that? It's a little out of tune. Great tuners on it, though, by the way. I just haven't played this guitar for days. All right, folks, if you could use a great jazz box and, $649 plus some shippings in your budget, I'd highly suggest this one. If this one comes back to me again, I'm keeping it. But this is the second time it's come back to me. But just really well made, really well made. And like I said, the great guitars, even the same brand, the same make, the same model, the great ones are few and far between. It's not bullshit. All right, folks, take care, and let's all try to keep the positive faith here, okay? All right, man. This one's a sweetie. Perfect Christmas present for somebody. Some guy recently emailed me about this, and he said, well, my car just had a problem. It's $1,800 to fix, and I've got Christmas coming up in the family. So, I'm wondering, I emailed him back and said, you know what? I don't think you should buy a guitar right now. How's that for sales technique? No, I'm serious, though. Maybe he shouldn't buy one right now. Take care.